Welcome to another edition of Check Me Out. I'm your host, Ace Kennedy, and here with me I got my special guest for the evening. Y'all show some love for my boy 4ourEleven.
What's good? What's
Yeah,
good?
yeah. So why don't you tell me, man, first of all, where you from?
Man, I'm originally from Monroe, Louisiana, but raised in Oklahoma.
And when would you say you started doing music?
I started doing music when I was like 17, when I started taking it serious, but I always had a passion for music.
What would you consider your style of music?
Really, I'm versatile. You know what I'm saying? I like all types of music, so I switch it up a lot. I might mess with some pop. I might mess with some soul beats. I might mess with some, trap beats. Me, I try to switch it up.
That's what's up. So tell me this, what sets you apart from other artists?
Um, Really, my honesty. Like when you hear my music, it's all about me. I'm telling you my story. I'm putting my life out there. I'm giving y'all a piece of me. Really, that's what I feel is sets me apart.
All right. And can you tell me what the Young Billionaires League is about?
It's like Prayer said, we just a bunch of young cats trying to get rich. We just got dreams of being rich.
All right, so you brought up privilege. So why don't you what's y'all's relationship?
That's pretty much like my bro. I met him through Chris' nephew. You know what I'm saying? Man, like Chris was staying with me for a little bit, so then he was always hanging with Prev, so we was just kicking it. Eventually, we just linked up because of situations with my old label.
Who else is in the YBL?
Wabia, that's it's actually a lot of people, but the main people, me, Prev, nephew, and Kyle Hakeem.
Okay. And you mentioned earlier, you said it when you got serious about it. So when you actually started getting serious about your craft, when what put you on? Like what made you decide? All right, I want to get serious about this.
Really when I linked up with Prev, because he always had that drive. Like at first I was doing it, but till I really got around Prev, then he showed me things. Because the thing about me, I always wanted to be a great rapper. Like when I first started, I wasn't nothing but pretty much I made, how am I say this? I made stuff that sound good, but I wanted to make something meaningful. Cause like when I first started, I was pretty much like what you would say a swag artist. My name at first was Louis V, but at the same time I always wanted to do better and make meaningful music. So you know what I'm saying. I linked up with them. It was one of Chris' nephew's friends gave me the name 4ourEleven, and then I just ran with it because I just felt like I need to inform people about what's going on and what's about me.
That's honest, man. Appreciate that. So tell me this: how many projects have you done already?
I mean, right now this would be my biggest one, but in the past I probably done like four.
And what would you say would be your favorite record off this project?
Division.
And what's going on with that?
Division just pretty much talking about my motivation why I do this, because really I do this for, it's not just about me, it's about my family. Like I have four little sisters, one passed away. I just, really that's when I took off because I had a younger sister, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even supposed to live long. She died at age 20. And after that I was like, man, I had to live for that. Plus when I was younger, I always told my grandma I was gonna do big things in life. Like I always said like all the time, like grandma, when I get I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna take care of her, but she didn't make it. But still I feel like I still gotta go chase that dream for her and my family.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your folks, man. Very sorry to hear about that. But I know you use that passion in your music, man, and that's real. Um,
Right.
so tell me this: with this project, it's coming out on the 24th of August, right?
Right.
All right. So, are you planning to do anything big with the project, like going on tour, any radio release, internet release? You know, what's going on with it?
I'm gonna release it on datpit.com, and I'm gonna try to link up with, somebody on 106 and get that vision out there. You know what I'm saying? Let people know what I'm about.
To this date, what would you say would be your greatest work?
Greatest work. Pretty much this project. I really put myself out there. Like this is all me. Like all the other stuff I used to, when I first started rapping, I'm like any other rapper. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to sound cool, but this is it for me. That's why I
Yeah.
call it the fader. Cause fader, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's something Prev say. Pretty much I got it from you. Like every time he was about to tell me something like real, he always said I'm gonna give you that fade. You know what I'm saying? You know the cover's a bottle. Yes, you know we have good times, we turn up, but at the same time we out here living real life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all my real life. I ain't flexing. You know I might talk about the good stuff we did, but at the same time I'm letting y'all know what's really going on. You know I work at 9 to 5 like everybody else, and then I hit the stew at night.
That's what's up, man. So tell me this: are you trying to stay independent, or are you trying to get signed?
Honestly, I feel like I should stay independent. That's the best thing going nowadays. Just build up your fan base. Eventually, I might get to a place where I need that money, and sign a deal. But right now, I'm just trying to stay independent.
Well, a lot of majors are trying to come independent now too. Like you said, it's all about having that leverage of having that fan base and being able to reach out and touch them. So, yeah, that's definitely a good look on that front.
Right.
Are you working on any new music? I mean, I know this is the big project and everything, but
Yeah.
are you still working? What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
I'm always working. But some, I'm working on a little EP. After that, it's pretty much I'm gonna call it trap 4. Really, it's pretty much me just really snapping on beats. This fader, I'm giving y'all real talk, but at the same time, I'm about to just like really snap on,
Just having fun
snap,
on the track.
have fun.
Yeah, got to do that from time to time. So tell me this: who's your musical influence?
I have a couple, you know what I'm saying? Because when I first started, you know what I'm saying? The Oklahoma, pretty much the big guy in Oklahoma was Young Star, you know what I'm saying? And then, I met Prev, Prev was like a mentor, you know what I'm saying? He taught me about this real life, you know what I'm saying? How we can use this real life and use it in our music and keep the music real. Plus at the same time, I got industry favorites, like one of my favorite rappers, Wiz Khalifa. I listen to J. Cole, I listen to Meek, listen to Drake, you know.
Okay, you brought it up. You brought it up. So what's going on? Who you rolling with, Meek, or you rolling with Drake? What happened?
Man, I like Meek, but Drake all the way.
Yeah, man.
Back to back, it was.
Yeah, that back to back was tough, man.
Yeah.
That was a tough record. I mean, just some of the quotable lines that was in there, and then Meek tried to come back with whatever that was, and it just got awkward.
He should have just be quiet.
Yeah, well, he out on tour now, so he's still saying his piece on the tour, whatever like that. But man,
Right.
rumor has it Drake got another one lined up, man, the 3-peat. So
You better hope not. You better hope not.
So you mentioned Wiz Khalifa in the bunch and J. Cole. So what is it about those artists particularly that you kind of gravitate to them?
Like, I just like Wiz. I like him because just his whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? The whole hippie vibe, the whole positivity, all of that. That's like my favorite rapper. And J. Cole, he like I did on his favorite. He give you his life. He talk about real life situations.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you had to sign, I mean, I know you say you're trying to stay independent, but if there was one camp you could get with that's signed, what label would you roll with, and why?
Taylor Gang. But YBL, but yeah, Taylor Gang. I just like what that whole camp represents, just positivity, you know what I'm saying? Going after it.
That's what's up. Yeah. So besides Privilege, who else have you worked with locally? Or just period, who all have you worked with?
I worked with, Prev, Plaz, Trill Trey. I got a track with one of my high school homies, Underdog. I worked with a lot of people, honestly.
And so, since you brought this up, because, I mean, every interview seems like everybody brings up Players. What is it about Players that everybody kind of gravitates to him?
His energy. That energy, man, he just, yeah. Every time me and him make a track, it's a banger. Because of all that energy, you know what I'm saying? He's determined. He got drive.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man. Shout out to Players. Flex 3 just dropped a little while ago, but, he's definitely doing his thing. I've done a couple of tracks with him, and, he's good people.
Yeah.
And he definitely is a grinder, man. You always see him out, he's hustling. He's always out there doing his thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
I grew up with Players, so yeah, I already know. I already know what he got in him and Trill. You know You know, Trill out here too. You know, he got a family, but he's still out here doing his music thing heavy. So I salute them boys.
Yeah. So tell me this. Not all the time in the city things is good. We've talked about some of the people you work with. Was there anybody you particularly have beef with?
Nah, I don't get off in that. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing positive vibes, man. I'm trying to be cool with anybody, everybody, really.
Right.
I mean, if you hating on me, it's just I don't know.
Wasted energy.
Right.
Wasted energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be, doing your thing. So, all about the music, and that's what's important, man. This beef thing is, it's for the birds. I mean, it's cool for, the whole Drake and Meek thing, because, they keeping it on records, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's fun, the memes is cool, and, all the things that's going on. So that's cool, but,
Right.
especially like in the city, man, when things start popping off, people get crazy, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about unity right now in the city. I
Yeah.
don't see too much division, so my whole thing is promoting, you know what I'm saying, positivity and unity.
So thinking about all the performances that you've done, which one would you say was your best performance?
I would say the one I did with Prev. It was a private OU party. We opened up for Juicy J. That's the biggest one for me.
What was the crowd like?
It was stupid. It was real stupid.
Man, I bet it was a bunch of people out there.
It
Yeah.
really was. That was like pretty much that was the biggest show of my life. It was like I think it was a good 1,000, 1,500 people over there. It was bad.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. And it's good to have that plug like that, man, because, Priv is doing his thing, man. So
Yeah.
definitely that's a great connect to have, you know what I'm saying? And glad that it's your big brother, because that's definitely a nice plug and definitely trying to move forward with everything. So that's awesome, bro.
Real rap.
So tell me this, writing, recording, performing, which one do you like better?
It depends. You know, sometimes I just want to record, sometimes I want to perform. It just depends. Just, depend on my mood, really.
All right. What responsibilities do you feel like that artists have for taking part in community, statewide, or even local issues?
I feel like they have a big responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Us doing this music, it's a big platform. It's not something to be taken lightly. We are, you know what I'm saying? We leaders. I know a lot of rappers don't like to think of it like that, but we leaders. We can change stuff out here because we have the voice. We speak for the people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have, a lot.
That is true. You know what I'm saying? With any artist that has any type of following, they do have that responsibility of being able to touch those people and to voice their opinions, because like you said, they had that voice to be heard.
Right.
And with all the stuff going on, I mean, with all of the police stuff going on and just everything that's going on in the community, it's definitely time to do something different and focus on, like you said, the positivity.
Right.
Because there's so much negative. I mean, truly and honestly, I don't even watch the news, man.
I
It's
don't
just,
either. I find
pointless.
out through Facebook.
Right,
That's how I
Facebook
find
is
out.
it. Just hit the highlights and move on.
Right.
Just too much going on. So if we was to jump in your car right now, what's in the deck? Who you listening to?
I got a couple. Well, when I was headed over here, I was bumping that new Game Drake 100.
Mhm.
That's my jam right now. That 100.
Did you hear Dre's new album yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that
I
Compton,
heard about
it bangs. It bangs so hard. I know, I seen a couple people posted online talking about it. They didn't think it was all that, but I thought it was dope. I mean, this really goes to show you that it don't matter about who writing the stuff. It's about who's spitting the stuff. So,
Right,
I mean,
right.
Dre was definitely, and the production is serious.
I already
It's
know.
serious. Well, I was checking out Loyalty Over Royalty, and you said no one made. Let me see here. Basically, we're talking about the Oklahoma music scene. A lot of hating going on out here.
Right.
So, what can you tell me? What is your experience with the Oklahoma music scene?
I mean, there's some good out there. Like people want to work together, but at the same time, I feel like the big thing is egos. Really, because the loyalty over royalty track is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it was pretty much a guy, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be like a bro pretty much, but like he let the fame get to him. I mean, he forgot what was most important. Like this person I helped, like personally, but when he, you know what I'm saying, he got a little fame, he kind of switched up. You know me, I ain't gonna switch up for nothing. That's like first track I dropped on this CD, the intro, and let it be known. No matter how far I make it, I'm never gonna change. That's definitely on family. You know what I'm saying? If I consider you family, I ain't never gonna do that regardless.
Yeah, and I see that a lot from artists that are definitely from out of city because it just seems like, and I'm not saying this about all Oklahoma artists because it's definitely not true, but for the majority, man, there is a lot of hate, and so you look at a lot of artists that come from out of town and then they come to Old City, and it's like they have that mentality of, look, man, this is all love, like let's just do music together, let's support each other when we out performing, show support, like those artists, the ones that really make it fun out here.
Right.
And also, you were saying, like nobody's made it yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. Like we're pretty much in the same boat, trying to do the same thing.
Right.
And it's better together.
Right.
At the end of the day. So once you're done doing music, what do you want your legacy to be?
I just want to be known as a dude trying to make change. You know what I'm saying? Even if I never made it, I just want to be known as a dude trying to make change in the game and motivate, you know what I'm saying, the next young man to, go out here and go pursue his dream. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here scared to, go live their dream because of family members or people told you ain't had the skill. I mean, like, if I was to go off of that, I wouldn't even be rapping to the day, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, at first I was too shy to rap. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap, but I got kind of pushed out there. That's pretty much how I got everywhere. Really, I got pushed. Like when I did that big show, that was my first. I ain't never performed in front of many people, but Prep, like, I'm gonna put you out there. You know what I'm saying? So you get the experience. So, yeah.
Man, you seem like you are definitely headed in the right direction. Man, you working hard. You working with the right people. You got this huge project coming out. So, I mean, let's get into the project a little bit more. Why don't you tell us what we can expect on the project?
I mean, you can expect a lot of like personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the haters, of course. I talk about past relationships. I'm really just giving you a piece of me. I talk about sister passing. I promised my grandmother things I would do, and just how everybody, some people put you down, but I still kept motivated. I'm still pushing it.
So this is just truly a personal project for you.
Yeah, it's real personal.
Yeah. I mean, I was on your SoundCloud, brother, and I'm telling you, man, your production, whatever, the way that you select your production, the production is nice, you know what I'm saying? And you do have a lot of passion within your vocals, man, so definitely going to be looking out for that project. Right. Is there anything else you want to leave with the people?
You know what I'm saying? Go follow me on twitter.com at 4, that's the number 4, OUR, spell out 11, no space. Also, go like my Facebook page. That's same thing, at 4ourEleven, just number 4, OUR, spell out 11, no space.
Yo, y'all heard it here first. Our brother's project, The Faders, coming out August 24th, 2015, 4ourEleven. Nothing but passion, nothing but real music, nothing but positivity. This is your boy Ace Kennedy. Check me out.
YBL.